Welcome to another mobile episode of Joel Davis Media Network. Just got home from work, doing my chef thing. I got to get up and be here 5:30 in the morning. So I'm not doing a big stream because of my work schedule, but I wanted to do an impersonal stream one-on-one. I want to take the time to thank everyone who is currently looking at the video that I have uploaded on my YouTube, making it 18 years and older, age appropriate, about the whole uncensored situation of Tyre Nichols. And again, his family has my sincere condolences. Rest in peace to that young man. A lot of things has came out in the last 24 hours. A lot of people are saying a lot of things. A lot of people are blaming this, blaming that. But I think there's some things we need to address with this issue. And what I'm about to address tonight, I might lose some subscribers. I might get people saying that I'm acting like I'm woke, which y'all know I'm not woke at all. I don't even like that term associated with me. But I am a man that likes to call a spade, and a heart a heart. First things first, we got all the media screaming out that what happened to Tyre Nichols was racially motivated. They even said, well, it doesn't matter. It was done by five black men, and there were no white men in sight. It's racially motivated because they're saying it's the systematic system that they work for that causes our brothers and sisters to go to jail, and this is why it's like that, and blah blah blah. Okay, first things first. Stop the cap. There is no such thing as systematic relate racism, and I'm about to tell you why, and I'm about to prove that time and time again why it's not. Because every time you set your foot in America, or anytime you're born, excuse me, you come out of the womb in this day and age in America, especially if you are a person of color, y'all like to say, or a black American, you got so many opportunities more than most people because of all of the hollering and victimhood we have been projecting onto ourselves for the past 15 to 20 years. And with all this opportunity, a lot of us have squandered it. That's right, we squandered it. We have not taken advantage of it. We haven't capitalized on it. We continue to still be greedy, like the fat kid that sees the cake at the ice cream social with his kids and continuously want more. So let's get that out of our heads here. What happened to Tyre Nichols is a combination of what has transpired due to us as Americans as a whole neglecting the very fabric that we have talked about that makes us American. First things first, humanity. We have neglected humanity, my friends. How have we neglected humanity? Well, let's look at how we treat each other, especially in the black community. We are quick to impose some of the most harshest criticism, violence, things that you can think of against each other. Now, when we do it, is the white man around when we do it? hell to the nah. We do it in some of the most harshest conditions where we should be riding together to get out of the situation. Do you see any other racial group do that? Let's do an example here. When you see immigrants from Mexico, Africa, immigrants from uh, Cuba, immigrants that even come from uh, Australia, wherever they're coming from, in a group, even the Indians, aka the Red Dots, when they get here in America, they all stick together. They treat each other with what? Humanity. They teach each other everything they need to teach them to be successful. And how do you learn humanity? It goes back to that word. What's that word? It's a 5 letter word. We talk about it all the time as conservatives, but nobody likes to talk about it no more. Because when you talk about it, everybody gets very upset. Family. Let me say it again. Family. Family. Now I know y'all gonna say, well, Joel, he had a family. This young man had a mother and a stepfather. Yeah, and they probably did a great job raising him, you know. And there's some probably some things and some mistakes they might have made along the way. But let's talk about the cops that was involved. How many of y'all can say that these guys that were on the police force was a part of the nuclear family that did this to this man? I guarantee you all 5 of those young men didn't have no father figure in their life. See, that's where it goes back to why our nation is becoming a cesspool for this type of behavior, especially in the black community. We have promoted no father to be involved. I want to give a shout out to Jason Whitlock. A lot of people got mad what Jason Whitlock said. And I think Jason probably did not know that this young man did have a stepfather that helped raise him, and a mother. It said that in the post that his stepfather was involved in his life. He actually called his stepfather his dad. So he did have a male role model in his life, a male figure. But he was right about those cops. A lot of those cops probably did not have a male figure in their life at an early age. And they probably was raised by a single mother. And this is where the truth hurts here. A lot of these single mothers that are raising this generation of kids now and the ones in the past, the millennials in my generation, all the way up to Gen Z and beyond, a lot of these single mothers have not had a chance to be able to sit down and talk to their children about how to really handle emotions, rejections. And because of this is what we are in for now. This type of situation, this type of behavior. Now let's go and take it a step further. Let's talk about the summer of love of George Floyd, Mr. Fitnall.com, who was doing the most on the most when he died. We had everybody scream out, defund the police, do this and do that. What did we start seeing happen? The best police officers that were trained to do community outreach, to make amends to the community and try to make things better, they walked away. They said, fuck this. I'm not doing this. I'm out. And because of that, now recruiting police officers at an all-time low. Now let's take it another step further. Memphis, Tennessee is one of the most dangerous cities in the South. Their murder rate is up, competing next to New Orleans, and Chicago. In fact, Memphis, Tennessee murder rate makes Atlanta looks like it's a vacation spot. So I want you to imagine that too. You got all that crime running around. You got police officers retiring that know what to do and how to handle situations without it getting to this type of point. What do your recruiting process starts to become like? You start to lower your standards. You starting to hire people off the street. You're starting to, I'm not going to do this extensive background check. I'm not going to do this character check. And before you know it, you got some officers that are real rough around the edges. That's either ex thugs or officers that didn't get a whole lot of response or respect when they were younger, getting in this authority position, and there you have it. A lawsuit waiting to happen. That's why the crime is going to continue to go through the roof in the US. Nobody can distinguish how to bridge the gap with making people understand that the police is supposed to be here to better the community instead of looking at the police as the guys in uniform ready to take lives. Because that's what the media has also spun too, so it doesn't help. So, with that being said, we're going to see a lot of this now. Now, because of this young man's death, I don't know, this unit that they said these guys was part of was called a Scorpion unit. Now, shout out to Greg on Black Conservative Perspective. He said something really interesting about this unit. He said that this unit was designed to basically try to make sure that they could stop crime before it happens in very crime ridden neighborhoods. But the problem with that is that is that it's something like they had in New York, stop and frisk, whenever Rudy Giuliani was mayor. Now let's talk about the stop and frisk. Now the stop and frisk wasn't this aggressive. It basically was, okay, we stop you, we frisk you, pat you down, you have nothing, you tell us where you're going, we check and see if you got priors and see if you got a warrant. As long as you comply and you acting with some sense, we let you go, but we'll let you know that we're watching you. That's how it used to be when stop and frisk in New York. Fast forward now to today's and age, we got the criminals now who are so entitled because of what the media has spun, that the police officers don't get any respect. What was it that we saw when they tried to say police brutality recently on uh old girl that stole millions from some Black Lives Matter, uh Patrice Cullors cousin? She swear out that the police just ran up and just shot him down. Didn't give him no chances. Didn't talk to him nothing. Just went up to him and said, "Oh yeah, you Patrice Cullors' cousin." Da 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 da. No, did what we saw in the video. We saw on the cam. The man was begged damn near 5 to 6 times to stop and put things down and to comply, and he didn't. I think he had a whip in his hand to put it down, and that was that. What happened to the black woman in Walmart that held a woman hostage? They asked her the same thing to comply and put the gun down. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? I'm telling you where I'm going with this. All boils down to one thing. These super criminals or these people that having these mental episodes don't listen. These cops' lives become endangered, and then they do what they got to do to protect themselves. All right. Because of that, we have the media and everyone else still make them feel like they're a piece of shit. But then when you come to episodes like this, what happened to Tyre Nichols, now they really get a black eye in the police field. So that's why the recruitment is low. Cause nobody don't want to be a cop because this is the shit right here they got to deal with. All it takes is one cop to make a mistake like this. Now all cops now. It's like, well, shit. Why should I get up and protect you for? Let me give y'all a scenario. I was talking to a cop friend of mine a week or so back before this Tyre Nichols thing did even came up into my radar, and he does policing in I'm not even, I'm just gonna say he does policing in a very metropolitan city, and he told me that there's times that he sees domestic situations and stuff on the street when it comes to son people, and he won't even get involved. And yes, he is a white glacier glider cop. He won't get involved. I said, bro, why don't you get involved? Because we was battle buddies and we served together. I was like, dude, why don't you get involved? He said, you know why I don't get involved, Joel? He said, because if I get involved, and let's say I go and I break up this fight, and this guy gets aggressive with me, and this guy comes after me, there's a good chance that if I have to pull the trigger to defend myself, I'm gonna get charged with all kinds of stuff that isn't right. And even if I turn around and get the charges dropped and cleared, it will follow me for the rest of my life. I can never get a department, a good paying police job, and then I want to have to go to a small town and do policing, but it will always follow me. And it's sad. That's why you see so many officers that won't do this. I'm being real with y'all, man. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm being real. Denise Eugene said, "Black men killing black men is an epidemic in our community." It is. It really is, Denise. And I'm sorry it took me so long to see that. But yeah, it is. It is an epidemic. Then we won't talk about this. Why is it an epidemic? Because it goes right back to not the nuclear family being fractured. There's no meaning in the home. You know, back in the day, the only time you heard of black men killing black men is when it was up north in the streets, in the ghetto, in the burbs, where they were trying to take on turf and all that stuff back in the 40s and the 50s, the 20s, the 40s, and the 50s, where everybody was trying to be a gangster, but they had principles to being a gangster. Yeah, L.A. Thorne, I agree. We should see that as well. But um, that's what they said. That was the beginning of that. Now I'm going by what the lady said and the sheriff and them said, that this was the beginning to the end. That's why I gave y'all a full clip. They said this was the original video. There was no editing, no nothing. This is the start of him getting pulled over to the finish. Now, there's been nothing but good things said about the guy. I mean, he has never had a record. The dude went to work. He has a 4-year-old son, and rest him. And then again, this is traumatic for his son. I feel bad for his 4-year-old son who would never get to really know his dad. But my thing is, how long y'all gonna say the man's name? Because right now, y'all raging and saying this, that, and the third. How long y'all gonna say his name? Are you he's gonna get a statue? Is he gonna get a honor in his name a day of? Is Biden's going to drop his name and go and see his family? Is Kamala Harris going to go give him a call and see his family? I doubt it because it don't fit the narrative because there's no white man involved. I hate to say this, but this case, the protest, I give it a week, it's going to die. He's going to quit protesting. And then once again, they're going to forget about the man exists because he don't fit the narrative. He don't fit the movement. I mean, I'm just being 100 about it. And it's sad that it takes tragedy like this for people to see how these crazy people really work. Now, I want to get back on my conservative people a little bit. A lot of y'all heartless. I ain't gonna say no names, and I know um everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I'm tired of hearing a lot of my conservative people saying, if he would have complied, he would have been alive. Let me tell y'all something. Okay? I want y'all to put yourself in the man's shoes for a minute. Because we already done seen the facts so far that we done did research on both channels, liberal and conservative so far. The man was a straight arrow dude. So if you get yourself in a situation where you minding your business and you get pulled over, they say you being reckless, you know you wasn't driving reckless, but they say you driving reckless, and they pull you out the car, and you know you won't be like any citizen. Yeah, you complying and things of that nature, but that man saw you was in danger. You know, you want to do one or two things when you see yourself in danger in a situation like that. If you know you're a law-abiding citizen, you either gonna fight or flight. That's if you don't have the discipline to try to use your head through it. Now, I'm kind of feeling this kid, like I said, I'm not making excuses. This kid went on fight and flight mode because he probably got scared. You got these big behind black dudes. These dudes that beat this man was at least six, they were 6 feet plus now. He wasn't no small man, okay? These jokers was 250 pound plus. He only nothing but 150. So they're 100 pounds heavier than him plus. So you got all these big dudes on you like that. And then you got to remember now, the unit was a scorpion unit. So this is how they deal with dudes on the street. Because that's what the unit do to stop in the crime. They deal with so many damn thugs out there that that's all they know. Let me go up here and let me get on my aggressive tip with this fool because I guarantee you he this and he that. Now I know people say, well, he was on something. That's why he didn't knock out. Another thing, conservatives, I want to tell y'all, we gotta do better than that now. They already done released the autopsy report that was authentic from all across the board. He had nothing in his system. People say the man ain't never touched a drug in his life. He was just a skateboarder, went to work, took care of his family, took care of his son, and kept himself. So let's talk about adrenaline. If you got adrenaline pumping through your veins, people can be hitting you. That when that adrenaline kick in, you're gonna try to do what you gotta do. What's up, T.O. Dave? What's going on, man? I see you on sharing some stuff. I don't know what you're sharing. Tell me what's up. What you're sharing. So I'm saying is we gotta do better, man. We gotta be more open-minded. We say we don't want to be nothing like these liberals that jump to conclusions and start being uh stereotypical. Let's be more open-minded. Okay? Let's go and still roll with the facts. Exactly, T.O. Dave. Most people aren't they sell when that adrenaline pump in. Let me tell you, I done been in some fights. When my adrenaline kick in, I'm a whole new person, bro. And I'm just saying, being clean and sober. Yeah, I think so too. It's very excessive. More black on black violence than it was caught. Yeah, yeah, Trinity. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. That's what they need to think about. That's what I'm trying to talk about tonight. And like I said, I know my conservative people have their own opinion. I know a lot of people say, ABL tweeted, that's my dog, that, dude would have complied, he would have been alive. And that's fine. That's his opinion. Because we don't all got to agree on the opinion. Because there's a lot of things that we do that we don't agree upon. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go as far as being an asshole to the fact this man lost his life. Because one thing I can say about my conservative homies is that they are very, very considerate of the family. Because he did always say before dropping any information or thought like that, my condolences to his family. And so that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of my conservative friends and me don't agree about this right now, but I'm going by what I'm seeing with my two eyes on video of 30 minutes because I got the 30-minute clip all on my joint. So they showed y'all on the news 24. I got the whole clip. And here's the thing, T.O. Dave. A lot of these cops that are on the force right now, these new cops, they ain't been trained like that. You gotta remember now, recruitment is at an all-time low. So what happens when your recruiting is low and you gotta load up to get those slots filled? You going to lower your expectations and get whoever you can get to fill that spot and hope it works out for the best. And that's what they're doing in these major cities with all this crime. Yeah, yeah, exactly, CeeLo. Cause CeeLo, they getting thugs. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. I'm talking to people in the work in the police force that's been in it for 30 plus years is about to walk away. They're telling me that that's what the recruiting standards are now in these major cities. Cause the crime is so bad, they're not vetting properly. They don't have the time because people are leaving and retiring since the George Floyd situation has gone. And because of all this, you got to do this and do that. So these new people they're getting are just saying, fuck it. We just gonna get what we can get. All right, let me go right here. Oh yeah. Why not? I mean, if you lower my standards and I can help out my homeboy and be on the street and whoop ass legally, if I had that kind of mindset, I guess I would too. Let me go to the comment. L.A. Thorne, the Martian said, I'm going to say this, but you have Marxists like Kaepernick doing anti-cop films, and they will use these situations like this to justify the abolishment of cops when blacks are the least likely to. Exactly, L.A. Thorne. Trinity Cooks laugh. Hood dude signed up to be called. Yeah. I mean, think about it. Right now, you got these cops, these police forces are so desperate to get cops. They're throwing in bonuses. They're lowering standards. All you gotta do is pass the physical test. Some of that stuff, all you gotta do is a walk at a minimum amount of time. So if you got some dude that's been on the streets, what's up, awesome Alice, girl? You done changed your picture up again. I knew who you was. You was on my comment section. I'm like, when you got this picture? So when you got people doing it like that, I mean, why the fuck not? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If I'm a street dude and I can get away with it, I can be on the force and I can help my homies know what's going on. Fuck it. Why not? I can tell old boy that I help that run the trap house down the street, hey man, I'm on the force now. I can give you these that and the third. Yeah, they did awesome Alice. They did that for Atlanta. Not here. I'm feeling a lot better, Sonya. That damn antibiotic they put me on has got me back in the mix. That's why I'm talking to y'all tonight. I mean, with this situation here, I gotta let people know how I feel, man. Thank you, Stranger Mark. Yeah, man, I was scared. Oh no, awesome. We ain't in the awesome, Alex. You know where me and you at? We in South Georgia. That's northern Georgia in the state of emergency. And the South Georgia ain't gonna have that shit. Okay? You're not gonna be riding on the middle of the road blocking Savannah, Brunswick, Statesboro, what else in South Georgia area that major cities? I'm trying to think of in my mind. Albany, Georgia, Valdosta, none of that shit. No, they ain't doing that. Kaylin James, in the black community, we now realize that we don't have control of our own affairs and still blame the white man. Yeah, we do. Oh yeah, Trent, it was way worse. I called Kemp to put back in the mask law in place so they can't attack us with a mask on anymore. Oh shit. I'm telling you, man. Listen, y'all. This shit gonna blow over in a week because it don't fit the narrative. Because this right here was a complete failure on everybody part. The Department of Memphis Department too. CeeLo said the most regressive issue when these things happen is they want to riot and burn down their own communities. Make no sense. It's on the books from 2010. Amen. So, yeah, man. I mean, it's the truth. This is what's going to happen. They're not going to address. Or because here's the thing: if I'm a journalist and I'm reporting on this unbiased, the first thing I would do is go to that police chief and ask, well, why did y'all have to have a unit called Scorpion to begin with in your community? And why is it that Memphis has a high crime rate and it's among black folks? Awesome, Alice. I don't know how they can claim it racist. Memphis is predominantly black. Okay, it is predominantly black. Now, ain't nothing get burned out, Trinity. I done told you what's gonna happen. They gonna be peaceful with it right now because it don't fit the narrative. You get what I'm saying? There was no white men in this video. All of them were black. All of them was big. Now, the black dudes that did this, their life is done for. Cause they gonna charge them. They gonna get some time. They gonna get about 40 or 50 years in prison. They gonna make an example out of them fools. It is what it is. If I was them, they need to get their affairs in order. If they got a wife, they need to tell her to go ahead on and find a new man, get a divorce, because that's what's about to happen. Also said, well, Memphis is number one in high crime. The units were created for the gang activity. Yeah, that's true. It was. My son saying hello to everybody.
I
Which
got snake bites, guys.
is his new piercing. Shout out to my 18-year-old son, y'all. I'm getting old, man. My kid's getting up there. I got one more in a year and a half, be 18. Then now, me and my wife can start planning vacation in a couple of years. Everybody said, what up, son? Oh yeah, they get more numbers than Sharvin. Oh, they gonna make an example out of them black fools, man. They done for us, son. These son men, listen. If all these son men, I would sit down with all my family members when I have visitation, and I would tell all of them doing different visitation days. Listen, guys, this is what I need y'all to do. Y'all need to go ahead on get my affairs in order, my car that I had, go sell this for me to pay the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? The house I had, go ahead on put it on the market. Tell my children that I'm not gonna be able to be a daddy to them. Or tell my side chicks that it's over and done with. Cause I ain't getting out another 50 years, baby. I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to open up an account and put nothing but money in there for my commissary. Cause I'm gonna need it for the next 50 years. Cause by the time, what I'm saying, I get out, y'all gonna be dead. You know what I mean? That's what they need to be doing. I'm being 100 about it. They might as well. They might as well tell their mama, when you pass away, I'm not gonna be able to see you because while you in that casket, I may be lucky to see you on video on the jail tablet, if that. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. And now this is what's gonna happen on this, but then it's gonna trickle down to this effect. Watch and see. You gonna see more officers in the Memphis Police Department that are black gonna start walking away, especially the ones that that got in for lower standards. When they see these dudes get football numbers, they're gonna be like, hell nah, I'm not doing that. Nah, now the DA I want to say is a glacier glider. Yeah, you're right. They should have been in man. They had him when that second time. Dude didn't even had to hit him. When he tased that boy was already damn near knocked out. He should have just went on, arrested him, stand him up, and say, "Hey man, why did you run? You just made it worse." Should have put him in the cop car. Should have did whatever they were gonna do, search his car, whatever. They find out that he was good or whatever. They should have took him downtown and then start the process. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I just heard about that yesterday.
yeah. So yeah, those cops is done, man. You can't do that, man. You cannot do that. That right there is straight. Um, that is real police brutality. Now the one they talking um about Rodney King, talking about that right at least Rodney King complied. I don't think that what happened. I think what happened with Rodney King, and I think what I was later revealed Rodney King was being disrespectful to one of the cops, and he didn't want to listen when they told him to stop whatever he was doing. And that's when they went on his ass during the riots and fucked him up. Now, with Rodney King, he was alive to tell it. And this one right here, these guys just did a straight murder on camera. No, it ain't covered by the community. And I want to say this police chief, this female, she's not no hero. I don't want nobody to bust out talking about, oh, Miss Farrell CJ is a hero. No, she's not a fucking hero. This woman only did this to save her ass. Okay? I guarantee you, she knew these guys had a reputation on the streets for being like this. Cause you listen, you a chief of police, right? Every unit that begins in your department, you are responsible to investigate and to find out how it works. You cannot fucking tell me that you was in your office chilling, drinking cappuccinos or diet sodas or whatever the hell you drink, life waters or whatever, and tell me that you did not know that these guys that you hired on that force was not excessive. If you telling me you don't remember or you knew, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. You did knew. You just found out about it and now you trying to cover your ass because now your ass on the line. Watch and see. If they did through with this investigation, she knew about these damn people, man. Talking about she had a meeting with the damn unit today and talking about she gonna disband. They disband. Man, fuck that. You should have been disbanded. You knew these people were crazy. What happened when you hired thugs? You hired the same people that you supposed to be protecting the damn neighborhood from. I'm telling you, man, I would not be surprised if Memphis Police Department is crooked because everything is going a little bit too quick for me. You know what they say? If it sounds too good to be true, there's some bullshit on the line. And this woman is not no damn saint. I don't care how many Wokians get in my comment, okay, get upset, try to say you should not be dissing no black woman. No, I'm not. Your mama black. I know my mama black. This ain't got nothing to fucking do with this shit. This is common sense. This woman knew that these dudes were a problem. You can't tell me she didn't know because the way these dudes went and did this, they've been doing this for a long time. My man said, "Well, would hire sheep to battle a wolf." Of course, I wouldn't hire sheep. I mean, I just want accountability. I want these people like this CJ woman to just say, "Listen, I knew they were thugs, and I hired them because we have a thug problem out here in Memphis." Because I don't want to get off my ass and get tougher on crime and make more laws to where the good guys can just lock them up and keep them from rebonding out. See, this is what makes me mad with these damn liberal cities. They'll hire these thugs like this to do their dirty work and try to make it look like they cleaning up the street, but these same fucking thugs that they supposed to be a danger to the community, they'll let them out within seconds. Oh well, we're doing jail bail reform. And fuck that. We already see how bail reformers work. Check my videos, my 1,200 videos on this channel. About 600 of them is examples of how bail reform is going wrong. I'm just mad that a young man lost his life, and instead of people, even the Wokians, for the first time in their lives, could just put race out of their fucking mind for a minute and just protest for better training, for better standards for their community, not only with the cops, but with the crime going on in their community. I wouldn't be making this video and talking the shit I'm talking, but we know they won't do it because that makes too much fucking sense. So yeah, I'm pissed because all of this right here is another example of how we are failing. Yeah, you're right. L.A. Thorne, this was personal. They saw a man. This listen. That traffic stop turned into being professionals that's supposed to arrest a person and investigate what they're doing to the people that were supposed to be protecting our community became a predator. And that young man became prey. Y'all can say what you want. Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. King Refuge, I wouldn't be surprised, King, because like I said, you got thugs on the force, so they probably got all kinds of personal issues going on, and probably taking it out on the on our on those citizens over there in Memphis. I'm just being honest. That's why I've always said, man, I I cannot stand a cop or a soldier or anyone in authority position that got a chip on their shoulder and got personal issues that they can't separate from the job. It might be true. And I don't know. I gotta look that up. I'm gonna look that up tonight. Cause y'all saying, listen, y'all got my email and my Twitter account, or y'all follow me on Twitter, inbox me and tell me where y'all getting this information from or what site so I can check it out too and see if it's legit. I don't give a damn if it's a Facebook post. Send it to me. Cause Roger, you got my email. You can throw it out there so they can email it to me, man. Cause I want to see. Because if y'all got any kind of proof out there, wording that it's saying that a legit source, yeah, send it to me. Because if that's the case, hey man, that's even worse. That means that you let your personal life ruin your career. Oh, it was on Twitter. Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to find on Twitter and find this out too. Because that's crazy. Yeah, that's motive. That means that man that means they were stalking that man to begin with. But it sounds like some Blackistan shit. Cause you know in Blackistan they'll do that. But then I don't know though. He looked like the type of dude. I mean, I ain't trying to be mean or nothing, but that this son brother looked like he don't mess with no sisters because he a skater and stuff. He might have messed with either a brown woman or a glacier glider. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying that's probably what he into. That's probably his mode of flavor. And they, hey, yeah, it did, King. It looked like they were jumping that man into a gang, man. I said glacier glider, not a lazy glider, a glacier glider. That means white. It's my terms now. Sun men, glacier glider. Oh man, I just saying, man. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Being honest. My man said, T.O. Day, the time is always the same. When election is about to come near, it pops off. Yeah, but that's because people get dumb. Yeah, I got that from AK Nation. Shit. I've been trying to think of one before. I was just saying the I was saying pale folks, but when he said glacier glide, it stuck with me. I've been using it ever since. And people of the sun, shoot. I was saying Afro Warriors, but he said people of the sun. I'm like, all right, man, I like this. I think I can rock with these languages. So yeah, shout out to AK Nation, man. He started this trend. Now, I the one came up with Asian persuasion. That's me. And I say Asian persuasion or the red dot. You know what I mean on that with the Indians. You know what I'm saying? Now, and indigenous. When they say indigenous people, I don't call them indigenous people. I just call I call them red men and red women. That means I'm talking about the native Indians. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I do it. I have my own code now with some of these nationalities. Oh my God. But yeah, man, this is crazy. Like I gotta look this up. But if they did that because he had an affair, oh, awesome. Stop it. You're not the Stone Age. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, I really do believe now that they may be a motive now. Because if this is true, this explains why they yanked that man out the car. This wasn't no traffic stop. If this would happen, this was somebody that told his buddies I had to get him. But then again, they were smart now not to talk about it on camera. So I can give them that credit. But we got to check this out. But either way it goes, this man lost his life. His parents are devastated. But yet you got these Wokians and Benjamin Crump. And that's why I say, man, I can't stand that fucker. Benjamin Crump only comes around when he know he can get some money. He's not doing this for the damn goodness of his heart. He's doing this because he can get some money. He already know this is a money grab because it's five black men beating up on another black man, and then he's gonna put that spin with mind gymnastics, talking about it's systematic racism. Like you should see some of this shit on TikTok I be seeing. There's one black girl talking about it's systematic racism because these black men work for the same system that enslaved other black men, and because they were reckless, now they're gonna be a part of that system. What? Huh? Do you know how many white folks this year, last year, got their ass beat by white cops and ain't got no settlement? There's a lot. Y'all look that shit up last year. There's a lot of white folks that got their ass stomped out by other white cops and black cops, and they family ain't got one settlement. I think there's one that was lucky to get a settlement, and that was the one I told y'all about earlier last year about the girl in Jacksonville. That's right, Duval County. She got arrested for drinking and driving, and she turned around and she was being hauled in. And I don't know if she said something that the black guy didn't like, the officer, but it was on camera. And he hit her with the ugliest two-piece I ever seen get hit by a woman from a man. I mean, he hit her like she was a damn man. When she went and damn near almost went to sleep, well, she did. She fell out or whatever. It was on camera. They put it in the tank, all that stuff. You know, it took that woman a month. It took that woman 3 months to get it brought up so the news to see it. 3 months. Did you know that she just now got her settlement? And they didn't want to give her that. And guess what? She didn't get no big settlement. Allegedly, she got less than a mil. Maybe a couple of 100,000, if that. So don't give me this shit that white folks always get justice when they get their ass stomped out by the cops. No, the fuck they don't. I got white friends that got their ass stomped out by the cops and ain't got and lawsuits got rejected and thrown out. Let me see. Alice said, hold on, Alice. Let me see what you wrote. Hold on, because you had something. I didn't know you had that going on. Hold on, Alice. Hold on. Let me go back to that. Now give me a minute. I gotta go through. I'm on my phone. The cops hogtied me before they swept it under the rug. It was a black cop. Yeah, I believe you, Alice. That's what I'm trying to say. If you are a white person in America, you get stomped out by the cops of any color, white woman or white lady, white man, whatever. They ain't gonna. You is not. They is not gonna put that shit on the news. Okay, and if they do, they gonna hurry up and sweep it under the rug. That cop will get suspended and be right back working the beat like nothing ain't ever happened. And when you file for your lawsuit, they either gonna toss it out or you gonna get a less amount of money that you gonna be like, what the fuck? But if it's a black person, don't and God forbid, don't let it be a black woman and she look hopeless on the video. It's a wrap. Your whole career is over. Remember now, we don't have black privilege. Exactly what I told you. What I told you also, Alice. I know I'm not crazy because you were white. Now, awesome Alice, if you was a black woman, shit, you would have been on the news. You would, man, they would have had tissue for you. I guarantee you, you would have got about 5 lawyers calling you. You wouldn't even know how they got your number. They would have all called you. They would have had a private investigator find your number and would have called your ass. They would have been like, "Yo, Allison, what's up? How you doing? I heard what happened to you by the cops or whatever, hog tying you. We need to give you justice. I take this case pro bono with a 20% fee after we get everything worked out with the settlement." I'm telling you now, I know how they is. I know how they is. How they'll do it. You would have, man, shit. You would have been strizzy. Oh yeah, awesome, Alice. Yeah, you was the wrong color. You was in Atlanta, baby. They ain't gonna help you out if you're a white person in Atlanta and you get arrested. Nope, they ain't. I'm being real. I'm not being racist. I'm being real. I just know how the world works now. The last 5 years, y'all seen it. It has gotten worse. If a black person does something or complain about a white person, they automatically going to get first tier treatment. They gonna have a conference with you. They're gonna be everywhere. People gonna be sympathetic. Your GoFundMe's gonna go up. All that shit. Y'all know how it goes. I'm just being real. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Now I tell you this: if Tyree, um, and I'm not trying to be fucked up, but I'm being real. If Tyre Nichols would have got this happen to him back during George Floyd, I guarantee you, well, they would have found out that he was a skater and he didn't do any of the black check marks that George Floyd and them did. I bet you this wouldn't even made it to the news. Just being real, man. It's just how it works now with the media. If it don't fit, if it fit the check boxes, at least 50% of it, they gonna run with it. Yeah, awesome, Alice. That's what they do. They don't care. I'm telling you, I've seen it, man. They don't care. They do not care. But yeah, that's the world we living in. And then you want to know why a lot of white Americans don't want to deal with black Americans in corporate situations or talk to a lot of black Americans on the job. Because this is why. This shit right here. Because everybody always trying to spin a racial narrative. The only way a black person on the job gonna like you or chill with you, you gotta be woke. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm going by your character. As long as you standing up for what you believe in, and as long as you a type of person that help me get the job done, I don't give a shit. Listen, y'all, I worked with a guy that hate everybody when I was cooking. I'm gonna give you this story. I'm not gonna give his name. He's a good guy. I talk to him back and off and on to this day. I mean, this motherfucker hates everybody. When he's in the kitchen, he's like a Gordon Ramsay. Okay, nothing against you. It's just that he's a perfectionist. He OCD. But people would always say he was racist because he would always scream at black folks. But the black folks he was screaming at were fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Even I fucked up one time under him doing something. We had a conversation. He found out that me and him had the same similar backgrounds, and we both was on the same page and trying to do shit. And before you know it, he started teaching me shit in the kitchen. He just took me under his wing. He like, yo, Joel, come here, let me show you something. Hey, Joel, let's do this. Joel, let's do that. I was the only black motherfucker he ever fucked with like that. It fucked them up because you know why? Because I wasn't on that fucking, oh, you racist, oh, you this and you that. I just told him how I feel. We had a conversation and let it go at that. See, that's what people got to understand. It ain't all about race. It's about character. If real recognize real, real recognize real. What up, Claude, man? Nah, you don't want to watch it. It's on my channel. It's I got on 18 plus right now, so I wouldn't get deemed. I know it's gonna that video is demonetized. I did that on purpose. I ain't even trying to get no monetization. In fact, I don't never get no monetization off my videos. unless y'all donate, because I cuss so much that I don't get enough views from YouTube to let it roll. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just not gonna censor my damn mouth. I ain't got time for that shit. I don't feel I feel like my colorful words get my point out more realistically. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when I'm not cursing or something like that, I feel scripted. I feel fake. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to you like your homeboy is having a beer with you in the living room while you chilling. Okay, ladies, don't take that offense, because 9 out of 10, some of y'all out here, when y'all have your homeboys chilling with you in the living room drinking a beer, supposed to be looking at Netflix, it turns to freaking flicks and chill on OnlyFans. But that's another story. Let's go up here and see. All awesome. Alice says, Sonya, they made the units for the gang activity, and they are what we call in Georgia jump out boys. Notice all the cars are regular cars. Yeah, they is. They are. They were all on unmarked charges. Oh, okay, Blue Mountain Girl. Thank you for subs. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you caught my live. I'm one of the realest motherfuckers you ever meet on here as a conservative. I'm unbiased and I don't bullshit nobody. I stay and guess what? I don't change on what I feel. I'm not one of these conservatives that say one thing and turn around 24 hours later. Well, you know what, guys? No, I don't have time for that shit. If I said it, I damn meant it. My will say I'm a Georgia boy. I'm really originally from Charlotte, North Carolina, but I done been in Georgia for so long, man. I feel like a Georgia boy. I mean, hell, I just researched my ancestry, and most of my family comes from Albany, Georgia. So, I guess I am a Georgia boy at heart. Yeah, I'm a Georgia. I'm telling you, I don't fit the boxes if something happened to me. They ain't gonna march for me. I don't fit none of the damn woke boxes. I'm a I'm a Sun Man conservative. I'm married to a glacier glider. My kids are glacier gliders. My family members are mostly glacier gliders. My best friends are glacier gliders. Nah, they ain't gonna march for me. Tell they look at my. Oh, okay, that's what's up, LA. That's what's up. That's good, baby. Yeah, man. So they gonna be like, nah, player, we can't march for him. Then they start looking at my YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm saying it right now. Oh, he's a pick me. He's a Bigsby. I told you. He one of them, yes, master. He hang out with Jason Whitlock. I like Jason Whitlock though, man. Just that Jason Whitlock got one thing wrong on what his speech, which I know why he said that, because I guess he did research at the time that the young man that got murdered did have a two-parent home life, but I think that he was really trying to say these cops that were involved probably did come from single mother home. I be trying to tell people this single mother home shit that these new age women are trying to promote and trying to say it's cool to be a single mama. Y'all need to stop that shit, because now you see what's going on now. We got a generation of men that are getting weaker and weaker by the second. And I'm talking about just being reckless in decisions. And please, guys, don't think because you go to the gym and you bench pressing 300 and 400 pounds on the regular basis, and drinking all these milkshakes and shit for protein makes you an alpha male. Some of y'all are just built as females. I'm just being real. For real. To be an alpha male, that means you got to have an alpha mindset. That means you got to always be thinking about putting your family first and doing what is right at all times. And a lot of you damn beta males ain't on that. They is. LA Thorn, you know I'm not lying. There is some built ass females. I've seen, listen, lately I done seen all these swole dudes that be talking about they all alpha and shit be like simps when it comes to making decisions for their wives or their families. And that's why our world is becoming a disaster. We don't have strong men anymore. It's very rare to find a strong man with a strong mindset. But see, people think a strong man is supposed to be physically strong. Not necessarily. I've been in a room with some dudes that's frail as shit, but alpha is a motherfucker. Okay? Because you know what's the most dangerous man in the room? The man that can mentally fuck you up. It ain't the dude that's physical doing all this and all that shit. It's the guy that mentally can fuck your world up. Always thinking of ways to fuck your world up. I'm telling you, I done been around some little dudes that's like that, man. They got a lot of mental problem, a lot of mental power will fuck your mind up. So you got to be careful. For real. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, LA. I know I'm an alpha male. My wife tell me that all the time. I'm alpha as fuck. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking what I need to do to always do what's best for my situation at all times. Before I put hands on somebody, I already done thought about what the consequences gonna be and everything. Oh yeah, Claude Leach Green. You know I don't. She doing a lot better. Also, she doing a lot better. Wife losing weight. In fact, for the people that ask me about my wife, yes, she is down now to almost losing 40 pounds, guys. Congratulations to my wife, babe. They said, hey, yeah, she's doing real good, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, keep praying for me. Yeah. So all y'all new subscribers that follow me that's females, yes, I am married, okay? So please don't be getting in the comment section saying some crazy shit. Cause my wife be looking at this shit and she will hurt your feelings, okay? This woman is crazy as hell. She's from South Georgia and she has no filter. She will remind you real quick he's married. But thank you for the comment. I'm just letting you know. My wife is fool as fuck. Hey man, I'm cool with that. Exactly. All right. Now I'm just letting you know this piece of chocolate's taken. But I tell you what though, you can always go to OnlyFans. You might find one. They might let you rent them out. I don't know. But that's all I can tell you at this point. Or you can start at Twitter. They always got them on Twitter. Oh man. Hey, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with being a Martian L.O. Thorne. I mean, you know, they want the liberals want black people to be ignorant. They want you to be ignorant. They want you to be uninformed. They want you to be closed-minded. They want you to do whatever the media tell you. When Di Lamone gets on there and tell you it's all right to cry, it's okay to cry. It's okay because real men cry and hold their boyfriends in bed. All right, let me stop before YouTube say I'm trying to be LBGTQ plus matching. I'm not. I'm just being honest. That's how Don Lamone acts. Oh man, that's funny. I like that, Alice. That was a good one. That was a good one. It's got four blades on it, and it's got 4 speeds, off, high, medium, and low. That'll mess them all up. Oh man. Speaking of OnlyFans, I am gonna give y'all an update on that woman that we talked about, Victoria Treese. If y'all haven't heard, Victoria Treese was a woman I reported on. She worked. She's a single mother. I know, and she had an OnlyFans account, and her the school officials got upset because Mrs. Treese OnlyFans account showed her bearing it all with the body that I guess she likes to keep in tip top shape and work off. And then they banned her to the point that she could only participate on things that was virtually online for the school. Well, now she's in the lawsuit with filed that lawsuit with Orange County on Orange County In Florida, yeah, that's where that Orlando, and look like she might get some money. Listen, guys, thank you very much, Blue Mountain Girl. I will tell her congratulations. Let me tell y'all something about that. You don't have to agree what people do in their personal life, but long as it ain't towards kids, long as it ain't trying to change their gender at fucking 2 and 3 and all that bullshit, what does it matter? And if your husband or your wife is looking at that person that has an OnlyFans, then you need to ask yourself, what am I not doing to entice my loved one to actually look at someone on a regular basis that they work with or see in the actual neighborhoods and wants to check out their OnlyFans? I mean, that's all I'm saying. Now, if you like to look at porn with your wife or whatever, that's fine too. But OnlyFans to me is a little bit more personal because, especially when it's someone that you actually know of, like you know this person, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all actually know each other. You know what I'm saying? That to me is crazy. Just like the chick in the UK that got kicked out of her job at the gym because she was a trainer and she had an OnlyFans. Y'all gotta understand, OnlyFans is becoming popular like Facebook. A lot of these women that's in shape, and men too, because I've even heard some men now are getting fired for having OnlyFans. If people confident with their body, that's how they is. They're gonna try to make money like that. So, in so many words, and being real about it, as long as it ain't going against children or it ain't affecting your household, who gives a damn? As long as they ain't crossing the line and being professional, don't bother me. That's all I'm saying. I just think it's getting to be ridiculous that we live in a society that we can support people abusing children and grooming children with all this alphabet soup bullshit, but we get so in a tizzy if a woman or a man that works as a police officer, a firefighter, or a teacher, or even a parent that's doing PTA work has an OnlyFans with doing adult things with other adults. Like, make it make sense to me. I mean, for real. It's either one or the other. If you're going to be the moral police, then you need to stop the other one. That's all I'm saying. I'm just being real. Y'all need to stop the other. Alice says, I don't look at none of that stuff. I have better things to do. I don't want my kids growing up to be Ray doing because I had an only fan. I stick to my only ceiling fan. You're a different guy. Yeah. Hey man, I mean, and that's cool and all. And like I said, that goes to once again people's personal business. That's why I've never been trying to rule nobody's business. If that's what you do and that's what your family comfortable with, or your whoever you got going on in your household, and you feel like it ain't gonna affect it, then that's on you. I'm not doing that shit. Hell to the no. My mama would kill me if I had an OnlyFans, boy. Shit, man, she'll whoop the hell out of my big ass. Man, my ass talking about I got an OnlyFans. Man, shit. My mama fucked me up. Boy, oh boy. All I need to hear one of her friends discover me on that motherfucker. I'm good. I leave all my personal goodies with the relationship I'm in because that's how I feel. Because that's what it says. I don't want the whole world to know what I got going on. That's crazy. And then a lot of these dudes that do that with the mask on, and women do too, I feel like this. If you gotta hide yourself, you shouldn't be doing it. I've always said that about that. If you can't show your whole face and glory when you do stuff like this, you don't need to be doing it. But you got a lot of people that like doing it. I don't know why. That's just my personal opinion. Because and the excuse is, well, I work in a corporate setting or I do very professional. Well, okay, if you do all that, then you don't need to be exposing yourself on Reddit, Twitter, and all that shit. You need to just go ahead on and sit down and say, what choice should I do today? Show my true face, or should I just not do this at all? Well, I don't want to show my true face. I shouldn't do it at all. You know, it's just like when you go to commit something illegal, like shoplift for the first time when you was a kid, and your stomach start turning in knots. Usually that means you don't need to be doing that. You need to put that shit back. I'm just saying. But that's just me, man. I guess I'm a different breed of person. You know what I'm saying? I'll say if they are grown, leave them be. As long as they ain't bringing kids in it, then let them get the bag. Yeah, that's what I said. Let them get the bag the way they feel like they need to get it. That's them. I just feel like that if you gotta hide your face to get the bag, then 9 times out of 10 you don't need to be trying to get that bag. You need to do something else. I don't know why people like doing that, saying, "Well, I work in corporate. That's why I do that." Well, then you don't need to be doing it. You need to be doing something else, cause that ain't it. But anyway, I hope she win her case. Because that was fucked up, and people need to learn stay out of people's business. If your husband or your wife is looking at OnlyFans stuff or someone that y'all working with, then you need to reprimand that shit at the house. Okay? You need to handle that in your household. And if you can't, then you need to find you someone else to deal with, because that means that the person you are sleeping with don't find you as attractive as you thought they did, as you thought you were. I'm just being 100 about it. Yeah, they do that shit, man. They do. Wearing the mask. You got some of them be wearing them little facial masks. You right. Like nobody, sometimes people can recognize who you is. Cause they got all kinds of ways now people can recognize you. You might mess around and wear that masquerade mask to a Halloween party. Somebody be like, "Oh, I know who that is." It's a wrap. Anyway, man, let me go ahead on here and wrap this up. I done talked to y'all for an hour and 12 minutes on this phone. I didn't know this conversation was gonna be that long. Shout out to everybody that went out for ABL Live to actually give me some love. I appreciate that. Well, that's awesome, Alice. That's fine. Like if you doing that for artistic purposes, because poetry is art, that's fine. If you using a mask to read art, but I'm just saying if you using a mask doing adult like work, and you know good and damn well that you can't show your face because it can ruin your career. But yeah, that's fine to get into character. But I'm just saying there are a lot of people that wear these masks because they just don't want to be found out about. So they don't want nobody to know what they're doing. So they just put these masks on because they say they have a corporate job. Shoot, bro, corporate job or not. If I got to do all that to hide my face, now I'm out. Yeah, it is. They way too much as it is. Yeah, OnlyFans should be a walk in the park with all these damn people exposing our children to. But yeah, there is people with those fetishes too now, and that's cool with that too. But most of the time, it's not. It's like a 3% people got that kind of fetish. Most of the time, you talk to people that wear those masks on those type of sites, OnlyFans, Fansly, they say that they do that because they don't want to reveal their identity because of the job that they do. Because some of these people are in the nursing field, cops, or whatever. So they just don't want to get found out. But 9 out of 10, y'all know how it goes. What you do in the dark coming to the light. It always happens. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Uh 50 Shades of Only. Man, y'all got me cracking up tonight. Again, my wife said thank y'all very much. Please, if you hung out with me to this long in the live, like, share, subscribe. Again, rest in peace to Tyre Nichols. And guys, do me a favor. If you see a conservative out here trying to create this whole narrative that this man should have complied and he would have been alive, you need to go and tell that conservative that they need to really start reading between the lines, because there's more to this shit and this movement than that. There's sometimes we got to get out our own way and look at the big fucking picture. And the big picture is that we are getting a lot of people in position that's supposed to protect our communities that are not fitting for the job. And that goes once again back to what we have been talking about on my channel. People on these city councils relaxing all these rules because they want to, aka how they put it, defund the police or make the city a safer environment, and now you got crime running rampant on the streets, and now it's running rampant in your police department. And it's going to continue to be that way until people wake the fuck up and start understanding accountability is key. Again, accountability is key. And how do you be accountable? By going out here and start doing the basics, making sure that you're running a tight ship and making sure that you let everyone in your community know that you're there to keep them safe and not there to make sure you get a paycheck or a fucking yearly salary so you can go out here and take cruises or buy apartments or bang whoever you want to bang in your staff. I'm just saying. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all know what to do. Stay safe. I'm out.